Ladies and gentlemen, members of the Board of Education, parents, family, friends, and most importantly, members of the class of 2020. Welcome to the 2020 commencement ceremony of Warren Woods Tower High School and the 54th commencement of the school district. My name is Mike McKenzie, and I'm proud to be the principal at Warren Woods Tower High School. Thank you to Mr. Corpus, Mr. Holt, and the Warren Woods Tower High School Band for that excellent virtual rendition of the Titan fight song. There are now some special medallions, tassels, and cords that are being worn by some of our seniors. The gold medallions worn around the neck distinguishes members of the National Honor Society. Officers of the National Honor Society wear blue and gold cords. Students wearing white tassels are graduating with the designation of summa cum laude with highest honor. Blue tassels designate magna cum laude with high honor. Yellow tassels designate cum laude with honors. All of our students are wearing a cord that represents one of the 6 career pathways that they have chosen. Blue represents arts and communication, purple, the health sciences, gray, engineering, manufacturing, and industrial technology. Yellow represents business, management, marketing, and technology. Green represents natural resources and agriscience, and brown represents human services. At this time, I would like to introduce Mr. Jack Pendel, Student Council President, who will explain this year's unique commencement ceremony. Jack is a magna cum laude graduate. He was a member of Student Council for 2 years, as well as an officer in the SAD and Captain's Club for 1 year. He was also a freshman mentor for 2 years and a senior class officer with the role of historian. He was involved with cross country and swim for 4 years and became captain of the swim team for the last 2. He was also a co-editor for the yearbook and was elected onto the homecoming court during his senior year. His honors include a grant and blue scholarship from the University of Michigan Dearborn, where he will be attending school in the fall to study criminology and psychology. I present to you Mr. Jack Pendel.
Thank you, Mr. McKenzie. The class of 2020 commencement activities are unlike any in Warren Woods Public Schools history. I stand before you in the WWT auditorium. Soon, students will walk across the stage and receive their diploma with only their handful of family and guests in attendance to witness this special moment. Our diplomas will be handed to us by the administrator of our choice. We will turn our tassels, take some pictures, and become graduates. While we are disappointed that we cannot celebrate together as a class, we appreciate the opportunity to be recognized and to walk the halls one last time. I am sure we can all remember Mr. McKenzie, our freshman year, telling us that it would come sooner than we thought it would, and he was not wrong. I would like to thank the administrators and amazing Titan staff for being so thoughtful and caring during these last couple of months. It truly showed that no other school has a better staff than Warren Woods Tower. Without them, we would not be able to celebrate this unforgettable tradition in the best way possible under such dire circumstances. At this time, it is only necessary to congratulate the class of 2020. I wish you all the best of luck and hope for a bright and happy future for all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Jack. I would now like to introduce the president of the class of 2020, Mr. Daniel Schulte. Daniel has been a member of Student Council for 2 years. In addition, he was also a 4-year football player, serving as captain his senior year. He was a 4-year member of the drama club and a 4-year band member. Daniel plans to begin an apprentice through DTE to become a lineman and continue on as an industrial electrician. I present to you Mr. Daniel Schulte.
Thank you, Mr. McKenzie. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the graduation ceremony of 2020. For all those watching from home, gathered with family or friends, or for simply watching on your own, thank you for being here today. This isn't like any other ceremony. We've had to adapt to our situation and make the best possible alternative route to bring up all of us graduates some form of a rightfully earned ceremony. In many ways, this has been new to all of us across the country, not being able to shake hands, give hugs, or simply celebrate a day long dreamt of by you fellow seniors. But adversity isn't a new thing to any student who has gone through our district, let alone just their senior year here at Tower. With such a diverse group of kids growing up together, we have been in our own fair share of uncomfortable or unfamiliar situations. But to be able to graduate means you were able to fight adversity whenever you've had to face it. From meeting people from all lifestyles to have experienced, you have experienced possibly the greatest thing Tower has had to offer. I hope you can still see in your mind the people who would be sitting next to you today at Bethesda. Human beings who have come from all walks of life. Some who may be the first to ever graduate from their family tree, to some who think that getting their diploma is just a normal thing to do. Not every person gets a chance to have an education. Some have to work to keep a family fed. It's sad to say, but it's not uncommon. While education seems like a right for all citizens, it's far from that. Schools just miles down the road struggle to provide basic needs for students, but it's not their fault. We've been blessed enough to have a school with working water fountains, sports programs, sufficient funding, and textbooks that are decent enough condition to be used year in and year out. While high school seemed unnecessary and so pointless, it has given all of you the power to make change, to harness your experiences and your knowledge to go make a better tomorrow for all of your brothers and sisters who don't have your last name, who don't have your same skin color, and who don't have the life you have. From an incredible staff who has given you the tools to build your own tomorrow, to students next to you who have waited too long for this day, we've all been given a tremendous amount of power to go make change, to go make a new you, and to go be politically correct enough so Mr. Doherty doesn't write you up. None of our high school experiences will be the same as others. That's what makes it so great. To have a chance to be unique and special in your own way is another thing that Tower seemed to offer most. You take different classes and you meet different kids, but through it all, we remain the class of 2020. Nobody will understand the difficulties we face near the end of our time here. I've seen 5 siblings graduate and always thought to myself, I'd have the same experiences as them, when really I just had a longer summer vacation. But at least we still get to graduate. There is no class more fit to have to adapt and adjust than the class of 2020. We have saved lives by halting ours and siding with safety over our own personal wants. Sure, your parking passes may seem pointless, you didn't get your full use out of them. Final band trip was canceled, and even the trip to Europe with Big Joe Vukic. But this is an experience that will teach you to make the best of what you have, and that's a lesson worth learning. This is the end of a long chapter in everyone's book of life, but where that page ends, new ones begin. We are now the new face of a new generation who understands how impactful your voice can and will be. To have a staff support each student and what they stand for is something that you don't see very often, so don't let it go to waste. Now is the time to use your voice more than ever. With a country trying to unite over so many political and social issues, being a student at Tower has shown all of us how to appreciate and care for all people. Not many people get the chance to go to school where you can openly see the differences in culture, social treatment, just by talking to the kids sitting next to you in a boring chem class. I don't need to bring in theater talk, but I'd like to bring attention to one quote that I believe will shed light on how impactful us young people can be. In the musical Hamilton, there's a short line that says, "History has its eyes on you." I don't want to tell you what I believe it means because it's best left up to be interpreted by you, the students who have the world in their hand, a world in need of change, in need of us young people to deliver a new tomorrow to all, no matter their sexual orientation, race, or financial situation. You will not be silenced and you will not be shut out. It's been a privilege to receive the education and knowledge to help be whoever you choose to be. It's time to make sure all people receive a fair chance to make it in a country based on freedom and equality for all. So if there's one thing I hope our class can take away from our unique circumstances, is to let your inner Titan show. Stand for what you believe in and use your voice like the thousands before you. We are stepping into a new world, a world in need of change, and we are the voices and the votes that will lead us there. Congratulations again, class of 2020. You've come a long way. And my last final statement to all of you before I take this diploma, Black Lives Matter.
Thank you, Daniel. At this time, the Warren Woods Tower High School Choir under the direction of Mr. Scott Corpus and with the assistance of Mr. Greg Holt, will entertain us with their virtual rendition of It's Time to Go.
It seems we've been together forever, and it seems that we might never have to part. But now the time has come to say farewell to you, my friend. The time has come to make a brand new start.
We traveled down this long road together. We had some ups and downs along the way, but that is all prepared us for what is now in store. The future is a road that starts today.
It's time to go. It's time to say goodbye. I really thought that it might never end. But maybe someday, if we're lucky, our paths will cross again. Until that day, I'll say farewell, my friend.
Remember how we shared all the good times. Remember all our hopes and dreams and fears.
Although today we're parting, we'll never be alone. We'll carry all the memories through the years. It's time to go. It's time to say goodbye. I really thought that it might never end. But maybe someday, if we're lucky, our paths will cross again. Until that day, I'll say farewell, my friend. It's time to go. It's time to say goodbye. I really thought that it might never end. But maybe someday, if we're lucky, our paths will cross again. Until that day, I'll say farewell, my friend, my friend. Until that day, I'll say farewell, my friend. I'll say farewell, my friend.
Thank you, Mr. Corpus. All 19 of our summa cum laude graduates were given the opportunity to submit a speech for the commencement exercises. Chosen by a distinguished panel to make this year's commencement address is Miss Riley Cole. Riley is a summa cum laude graduate. She was a National Honor Society member for 3 years and served as secretary her senior year. Her honors include the President's Education Excellence Award, the Macomb All Academic Team Honorable Mention, and the Chancellor's Scholarship at U of M Dearborn. Riley plans to attend the University of Michigan Dearborn and study engineering. I present to you Ms. Riley Cole.
Thank you, Mr. McKenzie. I'd like to thank my family members for being here today, and I'd like to thank everyone else for coming to support their graduates and watching this from home. I'm Riley Cole, graduating with the class of 2020, and I'll be giving a short speech today. On a fall day, 13 or maybe 14 years ago, each of us walked into a kindergarten classroom for the first time, not knowing what things would be like. This was our first time making friends and our introduction to structured learning. For many of us, this took place at a Wormwood school, whether it be Pinewood, Briarwood, or Westwood. We moved up the elementary school hierarchy until 5th grade, when we experienced our last ever recesses and field days, and once again faced the uncertainty of going to a new school, starting a new chapter in our lives. We were faced with new challenges, meeting new friends, or will I get lost in the halls, or my own fear back then, which was that I would get pushed into a locker. Everything would be new all over again, but this also brought wonders, like a school gym with exercise machines, different hallways for each grade, and fun incentives each year, where you might end up eating tapioca pudding on a saltine cracker for fear factor like I did. Once again, we adjusted, this time as middle schoolers, until that chapter of our lives reached its end too. That's what brought us all here to Wormwood's Tower. High school may have been the most daunting experience for many of us. On orientation day, we couldn't help but notice how big the building was. We knew that high school meant SATs and grades that would matter to colleges, but it also meant school dances and competitive sports and pep rallies. Mr. Mackenzie told us in our class meeting at the start of freshman year that before we knew it, we'd be back in that same auditorium listening to a class meeting about graduation. We heard about how fast time would fly very often, but I don't think many of us believed it until we were in that same auditorium senior year. Because despite high school seeming new and maybe scary when we walked in on September 6th of 2016, we quickly grew used to things and conquered those fears. We all had very unique high school experiences, and I know a few people would roll their eyes if I said that we all enjoyed it. Personally, I did enjoy my time at Tower. I think for myself and many of my peers, the past 4 years brought a lot of personal growth, and growth in height for all of the guys that were the same height as me in middle school. We're different versions of ourselves today than we were on our first days of high school, and that's because we got to experience so much and learn about ourselves and about society. As a freshman, I never would have considered submitting a commencement speech. I've always been extremely nervous to make speeches in class, let alone to an audience of hundreds of people. But because I had encouraging teachers and friends helping me through the years, I can make this speech today. I've watched a lot of friends and peers gain a similar kind of confidence along this journey. Most importantly, we've seen how crucial it is to be kind to one another and respectful after witnessing people around us going through hard times. This has hopefully turned us all into better people with more compassion and a stronger community overall. We've all been hearing the term unprecedented a lot lately, on the news and in celebrity graduation speeches. These are very uncertain times indeed. I don't think anyone imagined a possibility where we'd be graduating alone and not with our classmates. But there have been uncertain times before, and we've made it through. On a larger scale, this encompasses war, natural disaster, other pandemics, but on a smaller scale, we've all dealt with obstacles of different magnitudes throughout our own lives. We've experienced loss or economic hardship or mental health issues and more. But what's important about that is that we're all here today. All of the bad days, bad weeks, bad months that we've experienced have led us here, nonetheless, because of hard work and perseverance and the people by our sides. Hard work and perseverance that brought good days after the bad days and will continue to do so. I remember learning the word perseverance from a Student of the Month assembly probably in 2nd grade. I remember my principal at the time, Mr. Wenstrom, on the stage explaining what the word meant in a way that the kids on the gym floor would understand. And the word stuck with me long after that assembly because I knew there was value in trying your best and not giving up. While COVID-19 has given us something new to push through in isolation, we've all pushed through it together. Together, the same way we've been through 13 years of education, and together like we'll each walk the stage this weekend to receive our diplomas. To quote High School Musical, we're all in this together. But for a better quote, alone we can do so little, together we can do so much. That's a quote from Helen Keller, and it touches on how important it is to have a community of people that trust and support one another. We became part of a community as students of Tower, with friends and caring staff members. Moving forward, I think that being part of a community will be extremely valuable because you never know when you might need someone to lean on for guidance or support. What lies ahead for most of us is the unknown. The steps we take in the next year will be unprecedented in our own lives. Some of us will be going to a new school all over again. Hopefully, we'll be able to walk onto our campuses this fall and experience yet another nerve-wracking first day of school. Others might be going straight into the workforce or to trade schools, or they might be taking a break year. There are multiple paths for each of us to take, and we have the world at our feet. So while you may be a bit apprehensive about the future or scared to move on, remember that we're moving forward with the same uncertainty we've had moving from elementary school to middle school to high school. Not knowing what the future holds is nothing new to us. While we may be sad that our high school days and memories are behind us, we don't have to be worried about what comes next. Because with a community of people who will have your back and the same hard work and perseverance that has gotten you through 13 years of education to date, you can tackle anything that comes your way. Thank you to the Warren Woods community, the teachers, staff, parents, and other students who helped me and allowed me to be here today making this speech. And to all of my classmates, it's been a great 4 years. Congratulations and good luck.
Thank you, Riley. The students of the class of 2020 have distinguished themselves in many ways. 7 are members of the National Honor Society. 9 graduate summa cum laude. 13 graduate magna cum laude. 22 graduate cum laude. 44 received the President's Academic Award for Excellence. 101 advanced placement exams were administered. 13 seniors took the Calculus Advanced Placement exam. 25 seniors took the English Advanced Placement exam. 10 seniors took the Physics Advanced Placement exam. 2 took the Biology Placement exam. 14 seniors took Chemistry Advanced Placement. And 18 seniors took the Computer Science Principals Placement exam. 1 senior was named to the Macomb County Principals Honorable Mention All Academic Team. All food students participated in the grand reopening of the updated Titan Terrace. Our data shows that we served over 5,000 food orders this year in the Titan Terrace. Senior food students created promotional material for the grand reopening. Food students participated in several fundraisers and catered events for the Warren community and Macomb County organizations. Senior Foods 3 and Foods 4 students hosted a regional advisory meeting, question and answer, with members of the hospitality industry. 20 students joined HOSA. 2 students participated at the regional HOSA conference. HOSA students participated in the Gift of Life Challenge to help raise awareness and participation in organ donation. Students organized the Pennies for Patients campaign to raise money for Leukemia and Lymphoma Society of Michigan. 27 band members are seniors. The Warren Woods Tower Marching Band earned a first division rating at MSBOA Marching Band Festival in the fall. Concert band, symphonic band, and concert winds all earned first division ratings at MSBOA District Band Festival. 26 choir members are seniors. Unfortunately, they were unable to attend the state festival this year. 21 seniors participated in MSBOA District Solo and Ensemble Festival. 7 seniors in our select choir earned a first division rating at MSVMA District Solo and Ensemble Festival. 67 of our seniors participated in sports. 22 are graduating with a 3.5 or higher. 7 seniors won all conference honors, 4 received all district, 7 all county, and 2 all state honors went to Janan Jarbo for soccer and Cassie McCarran for bowling. 3 dual and MAC championships were won by the seniors. Boys bowling was undefeated in their division this year. Wrestling was a district and regional champion in 2017, 18, 19, and 20, and won the MAC tournament in 2019 and 20. They also won the MAC Red Dual Championship. Boys tennis won the first MAC championship and division tournament championship since 1986. Boys soccer won the MAC Gold Division Championship. The following sports won all academic honors: girls tennis for 4 years, boys tennis for 4 years, girls basketball 4 years, volleyball for 4 years, girls bowling for 4 years, wrestling for 1 year, and cross country for 2 years. 7 teams won the coveted Sportsmanship Award for their division. 3 seniors won the Scholar Athlete Award. As you can see, many have excelled in the areas of academics, athletics, and the arts. Most of all, the entire class set the tone for Warren Woods Tower: maturity, respect for one another, and the desire to learn, and the determination to succeed. Mrs. Denowith, the seniors have met the requirements for graduation as prescribed by Warren Woods Board of Education. I recommend that they be awarded diplomas at this time. I present to you the class of 2020.
Thank you, Mr. McKenzie. I want to take a moment to personally congratulate the Warren Woods Tower class of 2020. I want to compliment you on your grace and perseverance during the last few months. You have shown your strength and your adaptability, two characteristics that will serve you well as you pursue your next step in life. Congratulations for not being afraid of hard work and for making the most of opportunities, all of them that Warren Woods has offered you and that the world has provided you. That perseverance will serve you well wherever your future takes you. As is our tradition, I will leave you with the words of writer Frank Outlaw, which we believe serve as a guide for your future and ours. Watch your thoughts, they become words. Watch your words, they become actions. Watch your actions, they become habits. Watch your habits, they become character. Watch your character, it becomes your destiny. Congratulations, class of 2020. Graduates, please prepare to receive your diplomas.
Brianna Ackerman.
Brianna, you may turn your tassels.
Dr. Ahmed.
Dr. You may turn your tassels.
Elise Aker.
Elise, you may turn your tassels.
Alexis Alfonsi.
Alexis, you may turn your tassels.
Devin Allen.
Devin, you may turn your tassels.
Amanda Mishia.
Amanda, you may now turn your tassels.
William Anderson.
tassel.
Jacob Bierski.
Jacob, you may now turn your tassel.
Aaron Beers.
Aaron, you may turn your tassel.
Amari Bennett.
Amari, you may turn your tassel.
Ariel Bennett.
Ariel, you may now turn your tassel.
Michaela Bland Ingram.
Michaela, you may turn your tassel.
Stephen Boyda.
Stephen, you may now turn your tassel.
Olivia Bolden.
Olivia, you may now turn your tassel.
Denarky Boulevard.
Denarky, you may now turn your tassel.
Blake Bowes.
Blake, you may now turn your tassel.
Hunter Brass.
Hunter, you may now turn your tassels.
Kayla Brewer.
Kayla, you may now turn your tassel.
Henry Brown. His diploma is presented by Warren Woods Board of Education Vice President Michael Schulte.
Henry, you may now turn your tassel.
Logan Brown.
Logan, you may now turn your tassel.
Tim Bowie.
Tim, you may turn your tassel.
Angelina Burns.
Angelina, you may turn your tassels.
Kalima Burrell.
Kalima, you may turn your tassel.
Reagan Byers.
Reagan, you may turn your tassel.
Rocco Calmito.
Rocco, you may turn your tassel.
Jersey Campbell.
Jersey, you may turn your tassel.
Shelby Kaza.
Shelby, you may now turn your tassels.
Austin Chang.
Austin, you may turn your tassel.
Jasmine Chang.
Jasmine, you may now turn your tassel.
Sarah Chapman.
Sarah, you may turn your tassel.
Meadow Chrysler.
Meadow, you may turn your tassel.
Xavion Clark.
Xavion, you may turn your tassel.
Riley Cole.
Riley, you may now turn your tassels.
Morgana Connolly.
Morgana, you may turn your tassels.
Boyd Cottrell.
Boyd, you may turn your tassel.
Autumn Kraft.
Autumn, you may turn your tassel.
Roman Kulos.
Roman, you may turn your tassel.
Aaron Decker.
Aaron, you may turn your tassel.
Tyler DeSlover.
Tyler, you may turn your tassel.
Jacob DeTone.
Jacob, you may turn your tassel.
Mary Dibb.
Mary, you may turn your tassel.
Medina Diddick.
Medina, you may turn your tassel.
Renessa Jubo.
Vanessa, you may turn your tassel.
Seth Doland.
Seth, you may turn your tassel.
Ryan Edgel.
Ryan, you may now turn your tassel.
John Engel.
John, you may now turn your tassel.
Emily Fabris.
Emily, you may turn your tassel.
Chowdhury Fahim.
Battery, you may turn your tassel.
Connor Fisher.
Colin Floyd.
Colin, you may turn your tassel.
Sean Folo.
John, turn your tassel.
Amaya Faulkner.
Amaya, you may turn your tassel.
Glorious Fuquay.
Glorious, you may turn your tassel.
Matthew Galloway.
Matthew, you may turn your tassel.
Andrew Garfalo.
Andrew, you may turn your tassel.
Xandor Gatson Jr.
Xandor, you may now turn your tassel.
Tyler Galima.
Tyler, you may turn your tassel.
Madison Goff.
Madison, you may turn your tassel.
Michael Goff.
Michael, you may turn your tassel.
Logan Gregerson.
Logan, you may turn your tassel.
Sarah Haig.
Sarah, you may turn your tassel.
Katara Hall.
Tara, you may turn your tassel.
Autumn Halsey.
Autumn, you may turn your tassels.
Tyra Hamilton.
Tyra, you may turn your tassel.
Kennedy Harges.
Kennedy, you may now turn your tassel.
Zachary Harpster.
Zachary, you may turn your tassel.
Ryan Harris.
Ryan, you may turn your tassel.
Elizabeth Head.
Elizabeth, you may turn your tassel.
Raymond Heck.
Raymond, you may turn your tassel.
Malachi Henderson.
Malachi, you may turn your tassel.
Christopher Hojera.
Christopher, you may turn your tassel.
Ethan Holder.
Ethan, you may turn your tassel.
Olivia Hood.
Olivia, you may turn your tassel.
Justin Houston.
Justin, you may turn your tassel.
Jenna Huff.
Jenna, you may now turn your tassels.
Stephen Imolowski.
Stephen, you may turn your tassels. This one.
Christina Ishak.
Christina, you may turn your tassels.
Maria Ishaya.
Maria, you may turn your tassel.
Cullen Jackson.
Cullen, you may turn your tassel.
Dylan Jackson.
Dylan, you may turn your tassel.
Sarah Jar.
Sarah, you may turn your tassel.
Janan Jarble.
John, you may turn your tassel.
Alyssa Jarrett.
Alyssa, you may turn your tassel.
Rose John.
Rose, you may turn your tassel.
Jordan John Cox.
Jordan, you may turn your tassel.
Tahaya Joyner.
Tahaya, you may turn your tassel.
Devin Juliet.
Devin, you may now turn your tassel.
Luke Cafferly.
Luke, you may turn your tassel.
Valentina Karkukli.
Valentia, you may now turn your tassel.
Jillian Kay.
Jillian, you may now turn your tassels.
Rashonda Kine.
Rashonda, you may turn your tassel.
Dania King.
Dania, you may turn your tassels.
Austin Niffen.
Austin, you may turn your tassel.
Claire Marie Cortabine.
Claire Marie, you may turn your tassel.
Mihalo Kostic.
Mahalo, you can turn your tassel.
Amanda Kraft.
Amanda, you may turn your tassel.
Teresa Kraft.
Teresa, you may turn your tassels.
Jason Keenel.
Jason, you may turn your tassel.
Emily Kukowski.
Emily, you may turn your tassel.
Malcolm Magassa.
Malcolm, you may turn your tassel.
D'Angelo Lane.
D'Angelo, you may turn your tassel.
Mackay Langford.
Mackay, you may turn your tassel.
Nicole Lasky.
Nicole, you may turn your tassel.
Jamie Latulip, aka Sassy. Alicia Lee.
Alicia, you may now turn your tassels.
Billy Lee.
Billy, you may now turn your tassel.
Ivana Lee.
Ivana, you may turn your tassel.
John Lees.
John, you may turn your tassel. All right, good job. Alicia.
Timothy Lewis.
Timothy, you may now turn your tassel.
Xiaoying Li.
Xiaoying, you may turn your tassel.
Joe Lithprasuth.
Joe, you may turn your tassel.
Hannah Lowell.
Hannah, you may turn your tassel.
Rimsha Mullet.
Rimsha, you may now turn your tassel.
Gabrielle Martin.
Gabrielle, you may now turn your tassel.
Michael Martin.
Michael, you may turn your tassel.
Monica Marzuk.
Monica, you may turn your tassel.
Dylan Masterson.
Dylan, you may now turn your tassel.
Jenna McAllister.
Jenna, you may turn your tassel.
Cassandra McCarran.
Cassandra, you may turn your tassel.
Shay McCarthy.
Sanaya McCary.
Sanaya, you may turn your tassel.
Cooper McMichael.
Cooper, you may turn your tassel.
Rayshawn Merriweather.
Rayshawn, you may turn your tassel.
Iman Mia.
Iman, you may turn your tassel.
Haley Michaels.
Haley, you may now turn your tassel.
Cassidy Mitchell Rataski.
Cassidy, you may turn your tassel.
William Munford.
William, you may turn your tassel.
Nicholas Monroe.
Nicholas, you may turn your tassel.
Janaea Moore.
Janaea, you may turn your tassel.
Lashandra Moore.
Chandra, you may turn your tassel.
Caitlin Murphy.
Caitlin, you may turn your tassel.
Bryn Najar.
Bryn, you may turn your tassel.
Kevin Wynn.
Kevin, you may turn your tassels.
Kaylin Nielsen.
Kaylin, you may now turn your tassel.
Raymond Ogie.
Raymond, you may now turn your tassel.
Alexander Pakla.
Alexander, you may turn your tassel.
Bryn Palmer.
Bryn, you may now turn your tassel.
Casey Patterson.
Tracy, you may turn your tassel.
Jackson Pendell.
Jackson, you may now turn your tassels.
Tamari Petway.
Tamari, you may turn your tassels.
Brianna Fairs.
Brianna, you may turn your tassel.
Giancarlo Polanco Valdez.
Giancarlo, you may turn your tassel.
Hassan Posey.
Hassan, you may turn your tassel.
Evan Rochko.
Evan, you may turn your tassel.
Mia Radosavic.
Mia, you may now turn your tassel.
India Ray Gray.
India, you may now turn your tassel.
Anthony Rendy.
Anthony, you may now turn your tassel.
Isabella Rocca.
Isabella, you may now turn your tassels.
Caleb Rupersberg.
Caleb, you may turn your tassel.
Andrew Sacco.
Andrew, you may turn your tassel.
Jacob Salbit.
Jacob, you may turn your tassel.
Bryce Sanders. Emily Sanderson.
Emily, you may now turn your tassel.
Victoria Sarkisov.
Victoria, you may turn your tassel.
Anna Schramm.
Anna, you may now turn your tassel.
Daniel Schulte. His diploma is presented by his father and Warren Woods Board of Education Vice President Michael Schulte.
Daniel, you may turn your tassel.
Jacob Schwartz.
Jacob, you may now turn your tassel.
Maria Seals.
Maria, you may now turn your tassel.
Brendan Shaver.
Brendan, you may turn your tassel.
Maria Shaquana.
Maria, you may turn your tassels.
Sarah Surecki.
Sarah, you may turn your tassel.
Woohoo! Carly Jean Simons.
Carly Jean, you may turn your tassels.
Angelina Smith. Kendra Smith.
Kendra, you may turn your tassel.
Evelyn Snowden.
Evelyn, you may now turn your tassel.
Alexander Springstead.
Alexander, you may turn your tassel.
Serena Steffo.
Serena, you may turn your tassel.
Jason Stepowski.
Jason, you may turn your tassel.
Quinn Stray.
Quinn, you may turn your tassel.
Nathaniel Surma.
Nathaniel, you may now turn your tassel.
Taj Sykes.
Taj, you may turn your tassel.
Darren Shatka.
Darren, you may now turn your tassel.
Kelly Tamplin.
Kelly, you may turn your tassel.
Dewan Thomas.
Dewan, you may turn your tassel.
Nazivia Thompson.
Nazivia, you may turn your tassel.
Ramon Troche.
Ramon, you may turn your tassel.
Amber Underwood.
You may turn your tassel.
Kayla Urick.
Kayla, you may now turn your tassel.
Adriana Vilk.
Adriana, you may turn your tassel.
Chua Vu.
Chua, you may now turn your tassel.
Thomas Vu.
Thomas, you may turn your tassel.
Zhang Vu.
Zhang, you may now turn your tassel.
Rose Walkley.
Rose, you may turn your tassel.
Kaylin Wagner.
Kaylin, you may now turn your tassel.
LaDevin Walton.
Devin, you may now turn your tassel.
Dwayne Ware.
Dwayne, you may turn your tassel.
Kanaya Washington.
Savannah. Kanaya, you may turn your tassel.
Courtney Williams.
Courtney, you can now turn your tassel.
Joshua Williams.
Joshua, you may turn your tassel.
Jasmine Zong.
Jasmine, you may turn your tassels.
Colin Yang.
Colin, you may turn your tassel.
Erica Yang.
Erica, you may turn your tassel.
Seng Yang. Alexia Young.
Alexia, you may turn your tassel.
Ryan Zaitz.
Ryan, you may turn your tassels.
Sadia Zaman. Elizabeth Zerillo.
Elizabeth, you may now turn your tassel. Chosen by a distinguished panel to make this year's Reflections address is Miss Shelby Kaza. Shelby is a summa cum laude graduate and has been a member of the National Honor Society for 2 years. This year, she was awarded the role of vice president. In addition, she was a junior class officer, a member of HOSA, freshman mentor, played basketball for 3 years and softball for 2 years. Her honors include the Cardinal Scholarship and City of Warden Garden Club Scholarship and all academic awards for 3 years while playing sports here at WWT. Shelby plans to attend Saginaw Valley State University to study nursing. I present to you Ms. Shelby Kaza.
Thank you, Mr. McKenzie. Welcome all parents, family members, staff, students, and class of 2020. As I look back on the past 4 years of high school at Warrenwoods Tower, I have a range of emotions that flutter back. Going into freshman year, I had all the same nerves that everyone else had. Where would I sit at lunch? Could I find my classes? Could I keep up my grades as I did before and not let them slip? But then orientation came around and Mr. McKenzie really made me, and I hope the rest of my class, feel at ease. We took a tour and the upperclassmen introduced us to our new home. That fall, I took my first steps into Warrenwoods Tower as a Titan, proud as I could be, ready for what high school was going to throw at me. I remember our first homecoming pep rally. We were booed at to go home as the tradition stands, but that didn't hinder me from being an excited freshman. Our 2020 class has never backed down or ran away. We stayed and had the time of our lives. I'm proud that I attend Warrenwoods Tower, where we were offered an array of classes, accelerated, early college, CTE, and many more. Not only did Tower offer these classes, but many sports and clubs, so no matter what interests were, there was something for everyone to get involved for. If Warrenwoods Tower didn't have them, you could create a club. There were so many opportunities for us students to be involved in as a Titan. However, I feel that one of the best and most important things we had at Tower was the support system of the teachers. They don't just care, they put their hearts into their students. They make sure you are on your game or okay if you're down. The teachers really made Tower a home away from home. Warrenwoods Tower is and will always feel like a safe place for all students, families, and friends. When we all come together at home football games or basketball games, there's nothing else like it. We stand up proud and cheer on our Titan athletes. One of my favorite events from high school was float. We all got together and created a float to show the whole community. It felt very special. The famous writer Dr. Seuss once said, "Sometimes you will never know the value of a moment until it becomes a memory." This describes the high school journey coming to an expected end. The seniors will be missing out on the best parts of graduating: senior skip day, senior prank day, graduation ceremony, and maybe even prom. That was taken away from us, and we all are hurt, disappointed, and grieving. I wish things ended differently, but we are all strong. Also optimistic for what the future holds. We will have to grow up a bit sooner than expected, but we have been educated and learned the skills this amazing district has taught us. My best advice for the future generation is to stay focused on your grades. Don't let them slip, and keep pushing forward. Remember to appreciate and enjoy all Warrenwoods Towers traditions, especially every senior tradition, because we will never know what the future holds. Ours was cut short, and we didn't experience many of these, so cherish them and live them for us. To the class of 2020, this day of commencement means the start of something new. Many of us will go to a four-year university, community college, skilled trade, or start jobs somewhere, and we will lose communication. This is sad, but if and whenever we see each other, we will still feel like how we left off at Tower. We will all remember in our hearts where we came from, our home for 4 years. So seniors, take the memories, life lessons, education, and put them to use. Make Warrenwoods Tower and this district proud. We are all different, and that makes us great. We can all and will all accomplish so much more. Yes, these 13 years were valuable, monumental, and the best, so let's show the world what we can do. Your life is just beginning, and we will make this world a better place. We survived this pandemic, and now we'll conquer so much more as the class of 2020. Make your goals and your dreams happen no matter what they may be. Try something new, but just remember, the best is yet to come. Thank you.
Thank you, Shelby. I would like to take a moment to personally congratulate the class of 2020, the 37th graduating class of Warrenwoods Tower High School. I am confident that Warrenwoods has prepared you to make the right choices. This is my 13th commencement address, and as I stand in front of an empty auditorium, I can assure you this surreal and somewhat sad moment will never be forgotten. This is not how we were supposed to say goodbye to one another. If you think back to the start of the school year, while it's only been 9 months, in many ways it seems like a lifetime ago. You walk through the doors focused on an upcoming year of lasts. Last float, last homecoming, last season, last festival, last exams, last time in the Commons, last prom, last time as a class. While much of this has played out as expected, the year turned into a time of first. Sometimes that's how life goes. As 17 and 18-year-olds, the events that have unfolded this spring are difficult to understand and even a little scary. A little secret is that they are confusing and scary for adults as well. Many of you celebrated when schools were closed for the year on March 16th, and were even more excited when you learned that your senior year was essentially done. But for many of you, the realization soon set in that your year of last had been taken away from you. And when things are taken away from us, we don't always like it. You found out that your time at WWT was maybe more special than you realized. That maybe the staff that you once took for granted really did have a tremendous impact on your life, and that you're going to miss them. That sometimes it's the little things in life, like sitting on the senior wall, going to practice, talking with a teacher, or even sticking tissue paper into chicken wire, that are the memories that you cherish. Remember this as your journey through life continues. Appreciate the little moments. They are often the best ones in disguise. As a parent of a soon-to-be high school senior and freshman, my wife Darcy and I often wonder what the world is going to be like for them as they get older. I'm sure our parents worried about us and theirs about them. Every generation lives through times of change and their own extraordinary events. But what we have seen in the past couple years is young people no different than you, deciding that they cannot leave the future of society solely in the hands of adults. I am not asking you to agree or disagree with what these individuals stand for. That is your prerogative. But I do want you to appreciate the courage, the impact, and the difference the youth of today are making. From Greta Thunberg, who's no older than you, who has become a worldwide activist leading the charge on climate change, to students at Stoneman Douglas High School who said enough and met with state and federal lawmakers pushing and working towards changes so that one day students won't have to be afraid to go to school in the morning and parents won't be afraid that they won't come home at night. More recently, we have seen countless unrecognized high school and college students who are not only participating, but who are organizing rallies and peaceful protests across the country, demanding changes be made in how we treat each other as human beings. What makes them different from you? Are they smarter? Are they richer, better looking, more educated? The answer lies within. They simply said, I can no longer sit by and let society dictate my life. This doesn't mean you need to lead a revolution, but I do encourage you to break the norms that beset your life. If your grandparents and parents didn't go to college, be a first-generation student. If you smoke or drink or do things you know you don't want to do, then have the courage to stop, regardless of what your friends think. If you have views different from your family's, be bold enough to express them. Whatever is keeping you from being the person you want to be, find it within yourself to break that mold, and you will soar. None of this is easy, and it doesn't happen overnight. But it really comes down to three concepts. The first concept is maybe the hardest. It is simply to believe in yourself, believe in the person you can be, the person you want to be. Believe that you can make a difference. The second concept is to reflect, spend time in thought, write, have honest conversations with yourself and others. Reflect on who you are, how you became that person, and who you want to be. The final concept is to act, understanding that there can be no change, whether personal or in society, without action. Reflection without action is meaningless, just as action without reflection is dangerous. Reflect and act. If you can do these three things, believe, reflect, and act, there is nothing you cannot accomplish. From simply being the best version of you to leading a revolution, remember that your future belongs to you. Finally, in what has become a custom, I would like to end with a quote by an author that is most often associated with children's books. But this quote from his last book is really meant for occasions like today. I leave you with the words of Dr. Seuss. You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself in any direction you choose. You are on your own and you know what you know. You are the guy who will decide where to go. Will you succeed? Yes, you will indeed. 98.75% guaranteed. Kid, you will move mountains. Congratulations to the class of 2020. I wish you the very best and hope that you find it in yourselves to believe, to reflect, and to act. You can make a difference. As always, be safe, make smart decisions, and go out and move your mountain. Thank you.